Hey guys, what's up? Virago Dragon here, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to breed Hisuian Sneasel and Sneasler in Pokemon Scarlet or Violet. Okay, so first things first, step number one, and how to catch a Hisuian Sneasel and a Sneasler is you are gonna need a copy of Pokemon Legends Arceus. This is the only known way to even obtain a Hisuian Sneasel or Sneasler. So I'm currently loaded up into my file of Pokemon's Legends Arceus. Keep in mind, we are in Coronet Highlands, which is the fourth area in Pokemon Legends Arceus, which you do have to progress into the story a little more until you reach Coronet Highlands. So I already marked the area for where to catch one that I know for sure that Hisuian Sneasel do spawn. I think they do spawn someplace else, but this is the only known spawn that I know of that that can spawn Hisuian Sneasel. So let's just go there. Let's just go there real quick. Right here by where the flag is. That's where you want to go. Once you reach here, you're just gonna, as you can see, I can already see the Hisuian Sneasel right there. So let me land real quick. So here's the only known area that I know of that do spawn Hisuian Sneasel. So in order for this process, is all you have to do is just get here and catch your Sneasel, and then we can transfer it over to our copy of Scarlet or Violet. This guy is a male, but do keep in mind, since this is the fourth area in the game, these guys can be a little strong. So you're gonna want to get, I mean, by the time you get to this area, you're probably gonna already have fully evolved Pokemon, so it should be no problem trying to battle these guys. I just throw a heavy ball and I'll caught immediately. Alright, so now we loaded into our file in Pokemon Violet. So let's go to our boxes. We transferred that Hisuian Sneasel, which is right here. We just caught that Hisuian Sneasel in Legends Arceus, and we transferred it over to home and into our file on Pokemon Violet. Which, yeah, this is the Sneasel that we just caught. So unfortunately for this, so that was step number one. Step number one is getting a Hisuian Sneasel. That's step number one. Step number two is, if you have a male, unfortunately we need a female for this process. But considering their Sneasler and the Sneasel that we just caught are both males, and we need a female for this breeding process, so I am gonna go ahead and breed until we get a female, and I'll explain the next step. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll come back here once we get the female. Now that we have a female Hisuian Sneasel, I'm gonna show you how to pass down the Pokeball, the egg moves, the ability, and the nature. And I'll also be showing you at the end of the video how to evolve Hisuian Sneasel into Sneasler at the end of the video. So first things first is, but let me tell you an important thing. If you're breeding any regional variants such as Hisuian, Galarian, or Alolan, regional variants. When I say how to breed regional variants, I mean this applies for all the ones I just said earlier. So it applies for Hisuian, Galarian, and Alolan. So when you're breeding regional variants, it's always important that you breed them with an Everstone. Again, always breed regional variants with an Everstone. And if you do, you always get the regional variant that you're breeding for. If you breed a Hisuian Pokemon or any other regional variant without an Everstone, let's say for example my Hisuian Sneasel, if I don't breed it with if I bred it without an Everstone, I will always get just a regular Sneasel, which is this one right here. That's what happens if you breed a Hisuian Sneasel without an Everstone. We're gonna move on to the next step. So step number two was optional because we had a breed for a female Hisuian Sneasel, since both our other Sneasel and Sneasler were male, so we needed a female for this. because this is the most important thing. Make sure you have a female for this next process. So let's put our Ditto back in the PC since we don't need it. We don't need it right now. So we are gonna try and pass down the egg moves, which is gonna be step number 3. Here are the things we're gonna need for this next step. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna have to fly towards where the water gym is, to the north Pokemon Center. So once you fly over here where the water gym is, on the north side of this city, follow my exact route. Go to the Delibird presence. Here, I'll show you. Go to battle items. You can purchase the Mirror Herb here for 30,000 Poké Dollars. Can be expensive, but trust me, it's gonna be worth every single Poké Dollar you have, since this is the main item used to passing down egg moves when breeding Pokemon. Next, you're gonna have to go to General Goods, and if you already do not have an Everstone, you can buy a few Everstones here for like 3,000 Poké Dollars. I already have a decent amount, but if you don't already have Everstones, here's the place to get some. You can buy Everstones in other Delibird presents, so you don't have to really come here. Now that we have our here's my Mirror Herb. Now that you have your Mirror Herb, equip that onto your female Hisuian Sneasel. I'll be using 3 Pokemon for these egg moves. These are the egg moves I'm going to be using, which is going to be Night Slash, Fake Out, Quick Guard, and Counter. Now, you don't have to use these egg moves. Hisuian Sneasel, they have different egg moves, which I'll also display right here. These moves are optional, but if you want to use them, go ahead. You don't have to use the same exact egg moves I'm using in this video. It's completely up to you what egg moves you want to use, but I'll be using these 4 as an example, since these are the 4 egg moves that I want to put on my Hisuian Sneasel. So, keep in mind, the Pokemon with these egg moves are all male, which is needed in order for them to pass down the egg moves onto my female Hisuian Sneasel. Now, for this process, there's two ways on how to pass down egg moves. There's a temporary way and there's a permanent way. I'll show you the temporary way first, and then I'll show you the permanent way. Make sure your Hisuian Sneasel has 3 open move slots. If you already didn't, all you have to do is just go to your summary and forget a move. It's that simple. So now that you have 3 empty move slots, I'll show you how to forget and remember moves and stuff like that. So make sure you have 3 empty move slots, and then all you have to do is find an area where you can do a picnic. Make sure your Hisuian Sneasel is holding the Mirror Herb, since it's important for this process. So just do a picnic and leave right away. Okay, now do your summary. And if you did this process correctly with having your Sneasel hold the Mirror Herb, it inherited 3 out of the 4 egg moves. It did not inherit Counter, but no worries. All you have to do is go to summary onto your Sneasel, go to forget moves, just forget the scratch, and now that it has now that it has 1 empty move slot again, just do the picnic again. It should inherit the other egg move, which is Counter. Okay, we leave right away. Okay, so it should inherit that egg move, which it did. That's the temporary way. Now I'll show you what happens if you forget the move. For whatever reason, let's just say you want to forget one of the egg moves. Let's say you want to forget Quick Guard and learn a different and better move. So let's just forget Quick Guard and Counter, since let's say you want to forget these 2 moves for, hold on, I did remember moves. We're gonna forget Quick Guard and Counter. Like, let's just say for whatever reason you want to forget these 2 egg moves for better moves, and you want to relearn them again. You go to your remember move slots, and you can see it cannot relearn those moves again. But do not worry, because all you have to do now is do the same process as I did earlier, which is make sure you have the Mirror Herb equipped onto the Sneasel, and have that Pokemon that has those egg moves, which is my Lucario. All you have to do now is do a picnic, make sure Lucario has those 2 egg moves that you want to relearn again, and have the Hisuian Sneasel hold the Mirror Herb. Do a picnic, leave right away. It should relearn those moves. But keep in mind, these moves are not permanent, because once you forget them, they're gone. But they're not gone forever, so they're just, you know, gone temporarily. So that's the temporary way. I will show you the permanent way. Okay? The permanent way is really that simple. All you have to do is do the whole process I did earlier with the temporary egg moves. All you have to do now is equip an Everstone for this breeding process onto your Hisuian Sneasel. And let's put these guys into the box. With those egg moves right there, all you have to do now is just breed it down with the Ditto. For this process, we're gonna wait. So that's how to pass on the egg moves. The next step, before you even do the whole breeding process, which is gonna be the next step, I'm gonna be showing you how to pass down the nature and the Pokeball. I'll be using a Premier Ball as an example, since, you know, I like to have my Pokemon match the color of the Pokeball it's caught in. Like, I'll be using a Premier Ball, which, if you want to get a Premier Ball or whatever Pokeball you want to catch, all you have to do is catch a regular Sneasel. That's all you have to do, just catch a regular Sneasel that is from Scarlet or Violet. If you want to catch all you have to do is catch a normal Sneasel, which can be found in colder climates or on mountains and stuff like that, where there's snow and it's cold up there. All you have to do is catch just a normal Sneasel in a any Pokeball of your choice. You do not have to catch it in a Premier Ball like I'm doing. It's completely up to you. It's optional what Pokeball you want to catch it in. All I have to do now is, let's see. All I have to do now is equip a Everstone on this guy. So let me go do that real quick. Where's my Everstones? Here it is. Alright, so I have both my Sneasels, which make sure the Sneasel that you just caught, just the normal Jetonian Sneasel that you caught, is caught in the Pokeball you want. And I'll be using an Adamant nature, since Hisuian Sneasel is a poison and fighting, and a majority of Hisuian Sneasel and Sneasler's moves are all physical, so Adamant nature is perfect for Hisuian Sneasel. So I'm gonna do that, which for this process, I'll be showing you how to get it passed on the Pokeball, the nature, and the egg moves, which it has all 3 right now. The ability we'll save for a little later. So all we have to do now, now we have to do is start a picnic and wait until they produce an egg. So after 20 minutes, I finally have a Hisuian Sneasel with permanent egg moves. It inherited the Premier Ball from the father, which is just a regular Sneasel I caught for this process, and inherited the Premier Ball, and it has the egg moves permanently, meaning I can forget all 4 of these egg moves, and I can always remember them whenever I want them again. Inherited the nature, and unfortunately it did not inherit its hidden ability, Pickpocket, which is a really good hidden ability for Hisuian Sneasel, especially for Hisuian Sneasler. It gets its hidden ability, Poison Touch, which has a chance of poisoning the opponent with a move that makes physical contact. Keep in mind, the Pokemon with Poison Touch, that Pokemon has to make contact with the opponent for it Poison Touch to even activate. I did manage to get a Weavile with its hidden ability breaded down, just to get this Sneasel with Adamant nature and its hidden ability. That's how I got its hidden ability. This normal Sneasel, I tried breeding it with these 2, but unfortunately, no matter how many times I keep breeding these 2, It just the male would not pass down its egg moves to the female, or its hidden ability to the female. And every time I hatch the eggs from these two, they just the eggs that hatch just won't have its hidden ability. So the only thing I did was, here's another one that I had that I just hatched as well with the other one. I just decided to use a an ability patch to get its hidden ability that way, quick and easier. Uh, in order to even get an ability patch, I just basically did those max raid events and stuff that Pokemon comes out with every other week. So I just, kept doing those max raid ends, and just kept saving up any ability patches for upcoming Pokemon that I want to catch and stuff that'll be available in the future and stuff like that. But yeah, that's basically let me know in the comments why Sneasel, which this one right here, doesn't want to pass down its ability to the female and stuff, and the eggs that I get, the offspring doesn't want to inherit its hidden ability. They just all have either knee eye or inner focus, not pickpocket. Let me know. But that's basically it for the breeding process. Now that followed each step, step by step, we just have one final step, is evolving Hisuian Sneasel into Sneasler. You don't really have to transfer it back to Legends Arceus to evolve it. You can evolve it here in Scarlet Violet. So all you have to do now is fly to Mezagoza right here on the west side, or you can fly fly to the east, since either one, it doesn't matter which way you fly. But all you have to do now is fly to Mezagoza and come here to where there's Delibird presence right here, because this is the only way how to purchase the Razor Claw in order for your Hisuian Sneasel to evolve into Sneasler. There are two requirements in order to obtain a Razor Claw, which all you need is 4 gym badges. All you need is 4 gym badges in order for the Razor Claw to be available to be purchased in Scarlet Violet. Just go to battle items, scroll all the way down until you reach the Razor Claw, which is right here. It costs 15,000 Poké Dollars, which by now, once you get those 4 gym badges, you should probably have enough to get 1 Razor Claw or 2. It's up to you. Alright. The next requirement is make sure it's daytime, right? Make sure it's daytime in your game. If it is not daytime, then your Hisuian Sneasel will not evolve into Sneasler. This also works for just regular Sneasel, because regular Jetonian Sneasel will only evolve into Weavile when it's nighttime. But in order for Hisuian Sneasel to evolve into Sneasler, it has to be daytime. Which, all you have to do now is, once you have that Razor Claw purchased, all you have to do now is make sure your Hisuian Sneasel is holding that Razor Claw, and make sure it's daytime. All you have to do now is just level it up, and there you go. And there you go. That's basically all you have to do in order to even attain, breed, and evolve your very own Hisuian Sneasel into Sneasler. So yeah, hope that helped you guys out and stuff. And I'll be posting another video soon, which is probably tomorrow, on how to breed Goomy and evolve into its Hisuian counterparts, Hisuian Sliggoo and Hisuian Goodra. So stay tuned for that, which I will try and release that video tomorrow. If not, I'll probably release this video as well, so you'll probably get 2 videos in one day, probably tomorrow. If not, I'll probably release them on Saturday. which is 2 days from now, because it is currently Thursday. But yeah, with that being said, that's basically gonna be it. Yeah, catch you guys in the next video soon. So yeah, see ya.